Well, a bit of a fiasco this morning. Yesterday we had the opening of the interchange where you could come into the city via Victoria Road and go via Balmain or go via the tunnel. It says on the sign, take the city to the M8, and then it said toll and Port Botany and the airport as well. The only problem is that right sort of arrow would also get you to the Anzac Bridge where there's no toll. And as a result, on a day where we should have had no traffic problems, we are told that it was by Will Bottom, our traffic reporter, way back to Huntley's Point, which is over the other side of the Gladesville Bridge. Now, the Secretary for Transport New South Wales is Josh Murray, and I guess the buck stops with him. Josh, good morning to you.
Ray, good morning.
Are you in charge of signs?
Well, you're right about the sign, and I did take responsibility for it. It's the clear decision point for motorists this morning. Do I go in or not to the new tunnel? And it was just not clear enough that this is the entry to the free bypass that we've been promoting, as well as being able to access the M8 and M4 from that point as well.
Now, just explain to my listeners, because I have absolutely no idea, when these things are about to happen. It happened yesterday morning, I think at 5 o'clock in the morning. There's got to be a lot of people checking to make sure everything's okay, safety, signs and all the rest of it. So what, this one just went through the wicketkeeper, did it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It opened at 5:06 yesterday. We had obviously traffic monitoring, and we had police as well as our traffic commanders and Transurban monitoring the whole network yesterday. As I heard your traffic experts say on this morning's program, they also tested it, and we got a good run through for everyone. Lots of traffic savings, either headed to the west or using the Iron Cove link, the one that's been contentious this morning. However, we knew the test would be coming back into a normal business day. And we also said tomorrow, with Tuesday being a heavier inflow than Mondays, we have to be careful around that as well. We did expect delays, but Ray, it's clear this morning that that sign has contributed to some decisions by motorists to stay out of the tunnel when they would have got a better run through using it. And I did hear callers this morning to 2GB saying they had a clear run early this morning by using the tunnel and getting the benefit of that free link.
Well, it's a big sign, but I notice it is interchangeable. So what do you put there tomorrow morning to guide people towards from the Iron Cove Bridge towards the Anzac Bridge, knowing they won't pay a toll as opposed to sticking to the M8 and going out the Port Botany of the airport?
So we're working on that now with the operators. We'll get a sign either modified or a new sign up as soon as is practical, and also as soon as able to be done safely. What we've got now on Victoria Road is variable message boards to steer people into the tunnel if they're needing to access the Anzac Bridge. The other thing I can report to your listeners is that traffic is now flowing freely. We've increased all of our customer communications. All of our social media will be upgraded, and we'll do more advertising during today and tomorrow until we get this flowing right. Okay.
Now, a question without notice. I've got to say that living in the northwest, I've ventured down the M8, which is the extension of the M4, obviously. And I know it will get me to the airport eventually, but at the moment, once you get to the M8 and come off around, I guess, what you call St Peters, that area there, it's a bit of a rat run to get to the domestic. But I did notice coming back from the airport a week or two back that all the roads appear to be leading to both international and domestic. How long before you'll get on the M8 via the M4 coming down through Silverwater and get yourself straight to the airport? How long before that'll open?
I'd have to check on the exact details of that, Ray. We're working through the integration at the moment with the Gateway project, which is right there next to the airport. That's in its final stages, and that's St Peters to Mascot area. Again, we will appeal for people's patience around that zone because that's a very difficult integration at the moment. The Gateway will be fully open during next year, though.
Okay, so it won't be there for Christmas for people getting to the airport for Christmas. But if I go the other way, if I go Victoria Road and then go to the M8 as opposed to Anzac Bridge, where will that bring me out? The same places it currently brings me out if I come down the M4 to the M8?
That's right. We'll have all of those areas will link up, but we'll definitely make sure that all of the signage is flowing clearly. And today's test was obviously not clear enough for people. So we'll take that learning and go through that as well and make sure that we've got exactly the right wayfinding for everyone. And again, I would encourage people to use the integrated and interactive online demonstrations. I know that sounds a difficulty for people. People have busy lives, but it really does help to use those digital animations to test where you're going, and it will give you a good sense of where to get on and off.
Okay, all right then. Thanks for that. Now, I will say this about, and I know you knew the job, but coming from where I live, it was going to be the M7, M2, Harbour Bridge, Tunnel, Southern Cross Drive Airport. But now people that live in the west and northwest are going to have two choices and maybe three. But I've found accessing the M8 from the M4 cuts travel time down to that area by something like 25 minutes. And by the time you open that last leg, from the end of where it is now to either domestic or international, it'll make life a whole lot easier for people in Western Sydney and Northwestern Sydney to get to the airport.
Ray, I think what we really want here is that people have choices, different times of the day, different uses of the link. This added another dozen on and off ramps over the weekend. I travelled the other day coming up the Princess Highway. I went into the portal at St Peters and I popped out at Homebush 9 minutes later. And I found that just extraordinary to be able to do that in the midst of Sydney weekend traffic. And these are the benefits. Yes, we have a toll, and people will make judgments around the time of day when they need to use those services. But we want to give people more choices, but that relies on it being integrated with the system and working without the sort of confusion that we inadvertently caused this morning.
Okay, be fixed tomorrow. Thanks for jumping online. I appreciate your efforts. All the best.
Thank you, Ray. Cheers.
Josh Murray, Secretary for Transport New South Wales. Well, it's hard to bash someone up when they put their hand up and say, I got this wrong. So they got it horribly wrong this morning, and hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. But just a word of warning for people travelling at Victoria Road, where it says Tunnel, City, M8 Toll, stick to the right, and you'll either get to the airport in the M8, or you'll, of course, be able to deviate across Anzac Bridge at no toll. There's no toll to get to Anzac Bridge, just a bypass of Victoria Road.
Well, we know where we're going, but we don't know. Give us time to work it out. Well, we know